Today, I'm going to talk about something. Unfortunately, it's not a clickbait. Here's what happened. But first, I have started to work out in the morning because I feel like there's too many distractions happening throughout the day. So the first thing that I'm doing is heading to the gym 7, 8 in the morning when nobody's there, almost nobody's there. Whatever happens later during the day, it cannot destroy or distract me from doing what I love. Going to the gym, working out, improving myself, getting stronger, getting healthier every day. That's what we're gonna do first. Then I'm gonna tell you more about what happened. So we're gonna start with a little bit of warm-up. We don't have that much time, but you know, we gotta get that warm-up in since we just woke up, right? This is okay. And I'm having a shake. This is wonderful. It's 50 grams of protein in one shake. I haven't been working out in the morning since like ever, so I just want to see where I'm at in the morning, if there's any difference in my strength levels. I think the first week I just gotta adapt, so don't want to overdo it in any way. So we're taking it easy. We're working with weights we know we can control 100%. Getting that sweet warm-up. Trying to work the heart rate as well, you know, not taking them long breaks until I reach maybe 180 kilos, something like that, then I get 1 minute between. Also, a solid way to improve on your hips, your abdominals, and your glutes is to do Paw Squats. Amazing. Riding a little bit. So these Paw Squats are really nice if you're struggling to improve your strength level, because it forces you to use just pure strength and of course technique, but the momentum is gone when you're stopping for 2 to 3 seconds at the bottom. So you're forcing yourself to actually just using the strength you actually have and not bouncing up and down, right? squats gets the heart rate elevated like crazy. It's like running a 100-meter dash. And if you want to do them proper, you should learn how to not breathe at the bottom, because if you do that, then you know you can't keep yourself as tight as you should, and yeah, it's just an improvement if you can manage to keep holding your breath through the whole movement. Girlfriend has better technique than me nowadays. So, last exercise of today is good mornings. But I feel like if I'm doing good mornings with a weight, you're super weak at the bottom and it's just too easy at the top. So what I like to do is incorporate the bands and weight, because the band increases the tension as I go up, and the weight makes it super hard at the bottom. Two different exercises, the same exercise. Also, when you're doing this movement, there's no reason for you to go all the way to the top, because nothing is happening there. You're resting. Slow down and explosive up. Workout for today done. It feels amazing to do this early in the morning. Nobody's here almost. I can be here by myself with my thoughts. Whatever's gonna happen the rest of the day can piss me off as much as it wants, but I had my workout before all the shit happened. So what actually happened? Well, you know, kind of a long story. I woke up one day, I was carrying something from one point to another for a couple of 100 meters. From nowhere, went out of breath. It felt horrible and I have no idea where it came from. I was not feeling sick, I was not feeling bad in any way, except for the fact that I could hardly breathe. So I was thinking that, you know, what's wrong with me? Slow down, breathe better, etc., right? The first thing you do is try to convince yourself that what are you doing? Yeah, find a solution, move on, right? So I finally came to the car, put the thing that I was carrying into the car. Later the day, we went to the gym, had a workout, and it was fine, right? I was maybe a little bit out of breath, but we were doing some kind of CrossFit strongman thing, and it's just normal for you to be out of breath. Doing a lot of work, and it was not like I was feeling super bad. I mean, earlier today I was carrying something that weighed 10 to 12 kilos, and I almost felt like I was gonna die. And now I'm lifting super heavy weights for 30 minutes, and it's not really a problem. I mean, it's not like I know the answer or I knew the answer. Just all I know is that when we came home from the gym, I'm carrying this thing again. Our house is maybe 40 meters from the main road and 10 to 12 degree uphill. So yeah, I mean, it's normal to get out of breath if you're carrying anything and you're moving fast up a hill, of course. The next day, it's a Saturday. I get up, I walk down the stairs to see if I feel just as bad as I did the day before. I feel out of breath, but it's nowhere close to how bad it was. But still, I'm a little bit concerned because this never happened, and I'm in pretty good shape at the time. I just lift 305 kilogram deadlift a couple of weeks ago, and I'm running. I have good cardiovascular. I'm just feeling, like I'm 20 years old, right? My body is healthy, everything is good. If you're feeling so good, how come this is happening? Well, that's what we want to find out. My girlfriend convinced me to call the doctor's office. The nurse that answered tried to convince me that I was having an allergic reaction to pollen or whatever. I'm trying to convince her that I'm not. I finally convinced her to talk to the doctor. The doctor was a member at my gym, recognized my name, and instantly said, "This man has to come down right now. We have to check him out." So I came down to the doctor's office. He took my blood levels, oxygen levels, etc., and it was terrible. He said there's a high possibility that you have, and we need to sort this out right now because your oxygen levels are at 91%. He sends me to another doctor. They're taking 20 plus blood samples. They're convinced that I'm on steroids. So fast forward in 20 minutes, and they're convinced that I might be telling the truth. It's not normal for a person to get blah, 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 but at the same time, they're saying that they have no idea why people get. There's no actual reason. There's no studies. There's blah, blah, blah. So one way, they're already convinced that you're on steroids, and this is the only reason a young, healthy person can get. And on the other end of the spectrum, they have no idea. So take a guess if I was a happy person 20 minutes later telling them that I'm not on steroids. Here we are, they're drawing like 20 plus blood bottles, whatever you call it, blood samples out of my body. I'm not feeling that great. They want me to stay at the hospital for 2 days, 1 or 2 days. I don't want to stay there, let me tell you. I don't really feel at home at a hospital. Not that I've been there that much, but still, So I'm at the hospital, right? I want to get home, and they're doing a full body x-ray on me. They're testing for cancer, you name it. They're testing it. And they find all these clogs in my lungs, and thank the Lord for this doctor that just went, yo, this guy needs to get here now. A couple of days later, I talked to an x-ray guy who took a look at my plates. If you would have done what the nurse told you, you would have been dead. There's no question in my mind, 24 hours later, you be dead, Zed. So, the story ends here. I went on medication for 6 months, I struggled. It's now 2+ years later. I'm still not back at where I was, but I'm so thankful for this doctor just using his head instead of theory crafting, blah, 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 blah. Use allergic or medication and see if it goes away. Instead, this doctor used his experience, thought with his head, then acted with his heart. Calmed me down, saved my life. I'm here. I guess you're not happy that I'm still here. Thank you for listening. See you another day.